Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is July 19th, 2024, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the NASDAQ 100, that's QQQ, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other before getting into trading. All right. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at these charts and see what we see this week. Let me go ahead and maximize this quarterly chart, resize the screen, and one of the strange things that we're seeing now is a red quarter. Red quarter. Some people have been expecting a little pullback in this market because it's been going up so fast and so high. And I was kind of expecting it to get above 500, and it did get above 500. Then it started selling off. So I'm kind of okay with it. And like I think I had said before, you need to start trying to put your stops in place, sell your covered calls, buy your puts, whatever you do to protect your money when the market is making all-time highs and all. And the other thing, I was talking to another trader this week, and I was trying to explain to them that the market do give you clues that something is getting ready to happen. When the market, usually what we're looking at, since most of us are bullish trading and holding long trades, that the market's maybe getting ready to do a little pullback. And we'll see that here on the cues as we move along. All right, let's go down to, but on the quarterly chart, we can see that we got an inverted hammer at the top right now. But it's just getting started in this quarter, so don't get too concerned about it yet. Again, as long as you're following your trading plan and your trading strategy, you should be okay. But let's go ahead and look at this monthly chart. On this monthly chart, we're seeing exactly the same thing, because it's the first of the month. It's the first couple of weeks of the month, and then the first couple of weeks of the quarter, I believe, So that's why those charts are going to look the same. And as you can see, we did go to almost to an R1 level. We're still above the 10 moving average, so we are still bullish in this market at this time. So again, some of us, we're not too concerned yet. Me personally, I did put my stuff in place, expecting a little bit of a pullback, and one of my guys that he was trying to get me to buy this, buy that. I said, no, I'm all right. I'm good. I need to make sure I keep a little cash on the side just in case I need to start trading myself out of a position or something, to start doing some crazy stuff, to make money back that my other positions are not making for me, trying to protect myself from a downward move. It's things that we can do and things that we should be doing when we're trading too. They say hedging, but I think my account is too small. I don't have $1 billion account where I need to be concerned about hedging and losing $1 million a day. It's only a few hundred, a few thousand. You can always make that back in a short period of time. So the whole hedging thing and using money and losing money, trying to protect the little money, in my opinion, just doesn't make sense for my account size. That's all I say about that. All right, let's go down to the weekly chart and see what we see here. And this is where on the weekly chart, where I said the market does give you warnings. We had a doji last week, that was the warning. Again, indecision in the market, and now we have gotten a follow through on that doji, and we have what is called an evening star in the market. So that's a bearish pattern at a top. But we've had bearish patterns at a top, and nothing has happened. But the thing is, as soon as you saw this one, as soon as you see this thing, you sell a call. That's what I do. No trade recommendation there or anything like that. Or you buy a put. No trade recommendation there either. The thing is, do something to protect your account. Do something to protect your money. If it's just putting a stop in, at a certain level that you don't want it to go down. Even if it was way down here at this point at 490, after it had crossed 500, you didn't want to get out. You think it might go back above 500. That's how we are at times. But again, if it goes down below 500 and goes below that 490, it gets you out. That's one of the things that you have to do. You got it. That's one of the things I was talking to him about. Is just having a plan for all your positions. Even it's just putting an alert in, to help protect yourself. And once you get that alert, just know you have to do something, and doing nothing is doing something. Just remember, I always say that. If you're not doing anything at all, that's still going to do something, and usually that's the worst case, if you do nothing, because you usually end up losing even more money. Instead of down here $10, a little to $13 from the high, you end up down here over $25 from the high, and all at this 475. And again, it's worthwhile doing something. You know, I'm sorry that I'm getting too off on trading, but it's just people, uh, that don't have a plan. Bottom line, and that's why I was talking to them about having a plan, and writing things down and using alerts. If you don't even want to use a stop, put alerts in to help protect yourself. And then you just have to take some action. But that's it on this weekly chart. We can see that we have an evening star. The thing is, where we get confirmation of that evening star, and this market follow on down. If it comes down, because like I was talking to one of the guys, I still can see this market coming down here on the Qs down to 460, and then if it really drops and get below this demand area right here, it can come all the way down here below 450. And that wouldn't be out of the picture. That would be this was a 10% drop. That's a 10% drop. That's a pretty big drop if it drops that far down. But it's not. It's nothing crazy yet, at all, in my opinion. So again, you need to. If you're putting on trades to protect yourself, you think like that's the other thing. You got to learn to think like that. Okay, how much am I willing to lose on this trade? So how much do I really need to make sure I'm making on the other trades that I'm actually putting on to protect myself from the downside? So think like that. And you got to be able to get these numbers, if you have to, write these numbers down where you can see them. If you can't, just, again, I've been doing this long enough. These numbers are just in my head, and I just, like I say, I put my alerts in, and I know what trades I need to put on if I want to put on anything, other than normally what I do is just sell my covered calls. And I don't mind losing my stock if I'm wrong, because again, I can turn right back around and sell a put. That's just my strategy and my plan. It's the way I like doing things. And I'm going still to to that, because it just gets me when people are complaining about losing money when they really don't have to lose money. Because again, now let's go down to this daily chart and see what we see here. And this is the other thing right here. On the daily chart, I usually call it daily noise, but again, you got to pay attention to the noise. The noise was actually going up, 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 up. It made a high, and then after making that high, it had a big push down, and then it did try to come back up, but it never could break that high. Again, putting a stop in, if you had a stop in at this level right here, this is what usually happens, and this is why a lot of people don't like using stop. It ends up from this day right here, it ended up gapping down here. And it may have, based on this product and based how it's traded, it may have gapped over your stop and didn't get you out of the market anyway. So you say, what good was that stop? And that's why, again, I like putting in alerts and already have something in the market to help protect me, just in case I am seeing a drop. I do expect a drop, and you can be okay. That's the whole thing. And even if you got out, it was just planning on, you had to stop around this area here, around this 490. Then the next morning, it's only $2 down. It only gapped $2. Get out. Don't start wishing and hoping that it's going to turn around and do something different. The market has showed you what it's going to do. Pay attention to what it's doing. You can always get back. A lot of us can always get back in the market, with no problem. Or we can start trading it to the downside, in order to make money that we may be losing on other positions again. And that's it. I know I went a little off on this QQQ thing, but it was one of those things where, you have to be careful. When you see something in the market, you need to, take notice of it and trade accordingly. That's all based on your trade plan and your trading strategy. That's why I try to, people that I talk to, I try to tell them, okay, yeah. Like the one guy I was telling him, yeah, you got your SQQQ in place, you're good, So I hope you just got enough contracts and all to cover any losses that you may have. And that's all he had to do. He might have had other short positions on also, but he needed to stop buying. And I don't know if he stopped buying. I think he was, I know he was still buying. But the stuff that he was buying, maybe it was going up while these major indexes was actually dropping. And that's it. I went off a little bit. Maybe I won't put this one out as my weekly market review. And I'll redo this, since I went off on trading and trading strategies and trading plans more so than anything else at this time. But this is it. That's it. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. I hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.